until I got to the last bite, you guys. When I got to that last bite and I really wanted to enjoy it, do you know what happened? Hello, my good people. Welcome back to Onyi's World. This is your girl, Onyinye. If this is your first time here, you are most welcome. And if you are one of my returning subscribers or viewers, thank you all for sticking with me. I really do appreciate it. If you have not subbed already, come on. What is really going on? Hit the subscribe button and then turn on your notification bell so that you are first to know when I upload videos. But today, guys, there is a little bit of, I don't even know what to call it, in my voice today. And that is because I have something to tell you all that some people may not vibe with, but it's okay because it bothered me. Let me tell y'all something. I was invited to a little sit down, eat together, a little potluck. And we were all supposed to cook and bring, they gave us a list of stuff that they didn't want it made at Publix or Kroger or anywhere. We were specifically told to prepare it with love, right? Make it from home. So, everybody got together and chose off a list that we were given what they would bring. I'm cool with it. Anyway, the day of the event gets there and we all I pile my kids in a car. And we all just trudged over to the event and everybody delivered and it looked good. So I'm normally picky. I think I have made this very clear. If you've not watched some of the other videos, I love food, but I am very picky. I start to go from table to table, checking out what was brought, checking out, people had a good spread. And, I'm walking by, I'm like, okay, let me sample this. We're talking, we're happy. And then somebody approached me and said, have you tried the cake? I'm like, cake, why? They're like, oh my God, it's the best cake I've ever had. Well, I want to know what the best cake you've ever had tastes like, especially since this is somebody that I consider, a well-rounded palate. They've traveled the world. They've eaten a lot of different things. Maybe that should have been the reason why I didn't trust them. But I took their word for it and I trudged over to the cake, which also was homemade. So I got there, looked at it. It looked good. I took a slice. I sat down. I blessed it like I bless everything before I eat it. And I took a bite and let me tell you, glory erupted. It was indeed divine. And I started eating that cake and the more I ate, the better it got. Until I got to the last bite, you guys. When I got to that last bite and I really wanted to enjoy it, do you know what happened? A strand of hair. My soul was crushed. It took my joy. It took my peace. It grieved me. It hurt me. It belittled me. I was just dried. You know how some things, I finally understand what people mean by emotional limbo because I didn't know how to feel, you guys. I just stood there. And then when it finally hit me that the bite was in my mouth, I calmly got up and walked over to the trash can and just opened and spat it out. I did not want to, but I could not swallow it because of that hair. And in true Onyinye fashion, I examined it and it looked like it belonged to somebody's little baby fufu, a dog or a cat. And that hurt more because I love fufu for you from a distance, but I don't think fufu is tasty. I just don't. And in the middle of all that hurt, all that pain that I was dealing with, this little girl walks up to me and goes, "You look sick. What's wrong?" So I looked down at her and I said to this little person, there was hair in my cake. And she looked up at me with eyes just as clear and as innocent as you. And she said, "Oh, it's nothing but a little protein. Won't do you no harm." Y'all, I just told her, run on, little girl. Run on, little girl, because this is not your fight, little mama. I turned around, y'all, and I went to everybody. I'm like, who made the darn cake? So I found out who made the cake. I sure did. Do you think that I ate anything else at this potluck? No, I'm not taking any more chances. Because this precious individual, very good friend of mine who made this cake, made some more other stuff and hangs out with the other people who made the other stuff. And they all have pets. And it's nothing wrong with having a pet. Listen, don't get mad at me. I'm not dissing y'all for having pets. But when you cooking for more than your family, I mean, your family, they may be used to eat one another's strand protein, and that's cool. But when you cooking for other people who gonna eat outside of your family, please wear a bonnet, wear a shower cap, wear a scarf, slick it back with some gel. If you don't have any of those things, use a Walmart grocery bag. Use a nylon bag, a garbage bag, tie it. And keep the pets out of the kitchen. Y'all, I love you guys, but I cannot. I can't. Ever since then, I've had good friends tell me, hey, you want to come by? I cooked something. You did what? You cook? I know you have pets. I know you do. My mother had a pet. Lord rest her soul. She surely did. It wasn't her pet. It was my brother's dog that lived at home with him and mama. But let me tell y'all something. Because of that dog, my mother herself used to just run from it. But when she would cook, she made sure that that dog did not come anywhere near her kitchen. And if it did, I saw even mama scrutinize what was on her plate because she didn't want to take chances. And that's, like I told you, I'm picky. That's how she raised me. I grew up watching what she was doing. So guess who picked up on it? And it was not just me, my siblings too. Except for the one that owns, oh my goodness, bless his heart. He's just a dog owner. He just owns all the dogs on earth. But y'all, I don't want to be mean. I don't want to push nobody off. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I'm not going to eat fur. I'm not going to do it. I don't care if it's a cat. Sometimes you can't even tell what species the hair came from. Some of y'all with these little cute sheep dogs, and then it falls out of the dog's hair and it ends up looking like human hair. Folk, let me tell you, that's even worse, sir. That's even worse. I don't want to eat dog hair, but I certainly don't want to eat human hair. And I'm not going to throw people out there like that, but yes, I am. Yes, I am. I've gone to people's houses where they serve food, and I love them. And then you just extract a beautiful strand. That's that Jerusalem, what you call it? It's the herb. It's the herb de la chevaux. It's hair. Or you go to a restaurant and the same thing happens. Fam, I will not come to your restaurant anymore. I want to talk to the manager. Give me a refund. Don't go fix the plate because now you're gonna lick it. Don't do that. But you guys, let me get back to my train of thought here. When you have some people relying on you to make potluck food, do right so that we all can enjoy it. Don't make me hurt. Don't hurt nobody's feelings. If I come to your house and I see fufu, I will say hi to fufu, but I'm not eating. And it's in love. I promise it's in love. Oh my goodness, I see somebody coming for me like, how dare you? Some people's dogs are their babies. I'm not dissing your baby. I love your dog from a distance, from a very far distance. I have been chased by dogs before. And the fact that I even interact with some dogs, that's a miracle. But as much as I love your dog, I don't want to eat its hair. No, not your hair, not your husband's hair, not my husband's hair, nobody's hair. I know some of y'all may have had some incidences, some situations where you've run up on hair in your food and you know it's not yours because you didn't cook it. So please talk to me. Tell me. I want to hear from y'all. Tell me some of them experiences. And if you haven't already, I done told y'all when I started, subscribe, turn on your bell notification, give me a big thumbs up on the video, and then let's talk in the comment section. All right, y'all? Come along with me as we build this community. I love y'all. Until the next time, bye. Don't be too mad at me.